but this is my 11-week pregnancy update because when this goes up on Friday, it will be 11 weeks. Officially today I am technically 10 weeks and 6 days, but from now at 9:24 p.m. up until tomorrow on Friday, I don't think anything is going to change. So let me give you some of the background. For one thing, first of all, I use the Ovia pregnancy app, which I really like. And I'm sure most apps do it, but every day it has something. Although it's not always something new every day, it's just something that's going on that week sometimes. Like today it says that little star's head. It had me nickname the baby, and I nicknamed it Little Star because I think it's just so cute. If you want more into why I chose that, then you can ask in the comments below, and I can let you know, whatever, but I won't go into detail with that right now. It's not a huge deal. But Little Star's head makes up half of her size. It alternates between his and her. Half of her size right now. Don't worry, this will change, which I've read at least once before. So anyway, there's 4 different things you can choose, themes, and fun and games. The baby, Little Star, is the size of a Lego man. And fruits and vegetables. The baby is the size of a tart kumquat. I don't really know how big that is, but I think this week is supposed to be an inch and a fourth or something like that. In animals, it's the size of a cardinal tetrafish, one of those. Bakery items, there it is. It's the size of a petite four, I think it's pronounced. One of those little fancy little tea cakes. So yeah, but the easiest for me to imagine, maybe the petite four I can kind of imagine. But the Lego man is probably the easiest to imagine. It says my weight gain is about to kick up a notch because I'm heading toward the tail end of the first trimester. But my other hormone stuff should start going away. The blood volume is going to keep increasing. I could get varicose veins. Yeah, it's about the size of 1 1/4 inches long. Yeah, that's probably enough. So there's that. As far as symptoms, I think I talked about the same symptoms the last week, but I can kind of tell you how they've progressed this week, thank goodness. But pretty much it was the between last Friday and this week. Between last Friday and this week, like tomorrow, now, whatever. I had some of the fatigue, and when I ate certain things, when I ate things that really filled me up, that I would usually eat, meal type stuff, like the cereal, with grains and stuff, and soup and sandwiches and stuff that it's not it shouldn't be overly filling, but it's something you would usually eat for a meal. That stuff just filled me up way too much. This week I've been eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. I've eaten carrots the last couple of days. I had one cucumber that I ate all of already. I ate the second half of my strawberries tonight. And I have oranges in there and more grapes and celery. I've had that a couple times with peanut butter. I've been trying to eat healthier, and then I've kind of had the last 3 days where I've eaten something. I probably ate a lot tonight. But I don't feel bad. My stomach doesn't feel bad. Excuse me. My stomach doesn't feel bad. But 2 nights ago I had chips and cheese, which is salt and vinegar chips and cheese, because chips sounded really good. But I had a paper plate and I put chips on it, and then put little pieces of sliced American cheese. I didn't want the whole slice, but I would tear it in pieces and put the chips between each of the little cracks between the chips, so they'd all be kind of connected. And then I melted that. It was really good. Brett thinks it's silly and gross, but I think it's delicious, so there. But I had that like growing up and stuff. But I had that, and then I had a bowl of chips after that. And then last night I had Brett bring me fries, so he brought me a large fry, and I actually was kind of bad and had a large Coke because he ordered a Dr. Pepper for himself and a root beer for me from McDonald's, because the root beer from McDonald's and from some other places, or well, I don't know, I think McDonald's, I don't know, but I know a lot of root beers are caffeine free, so it's safe. But the Sprite, like I told you in my last video, or the last video I think, the last Bumpdate video, that it's super good. But he didn't think to get that, or didn't know that I liked it enough or something. Whatever the case, he tried to get root beer, but they gave him Coke instead, which I'm getting tired of root beer because it's not my favorite pop to begin with. I just can have it because it's caffeine free, but with not being my favorite pop to begin with, and then having it a bunch, I'm tired of it. So it was really nice to have Coke. It has caffeine, but I haven't been having caffeine. I've been pretty good, so having it, even a large one day, isn't gonna hurt me too bad. So I had that last night. That was kind of my supper, and then I had some carrots after that. But and then today I had some fruit and stuff on and off this morning, and celery. And then tonight I had some carrots when Brett got off work, or like around the time he was getting off work, I was eating carrots and ranch. And then I had some ramen, and then, which I know is like super, I don't know, salty, what's the word? And then after that I had a bowl of like the other half of strawberries. So the only like really bad thing was the ramen. That was like my one like non-fruit vegetable thing. So there was that. But another thing tonight that I had before Brett got home, I had my most recent appointment. My most recent baby doctor appointment, whatever you want to call it, gynecologist, I don't know. They didn't do anything. But pretty much I just went in, and like I said, I'm 10 weeks, 6 days today. When I'm talking to you, when this is uploaded, I should be 11 weeks. But I went in, and she pretty much, I wasn't sure what they were going to do. I was really hoping they would do an ultrasound, because they do an ultrasound around 10 weeks, but they already did my dating ultrasound the last time I went because of my low rising HCG levels situation. If you don't know about that, then watch my most recent video that came out Monday, Tuesday, one of those days, I think, maybe Wednesday, I don't know, one of those days. But that was the ultrasound that they counted, since they already did it, so I didn't get to have an ultrasound today. I was a little upset. I wasn't like mad I didn't throw a fit or anything, but I was like, man. But that's alright. So there was that, but I think she asked me a couple questions, just kind of how I was feeling and stuff. She actually wanted me to get my height measurement, but because she said they kept forgetting to put that in the chart or something, I kept forgetting to get it to put in the chart. And she told me at the beginning of when I started talking to her, and said to make sure I get it before I leave, but by the time I got through talking to her, I totally forgot, so whatever. They'll just have to remember next time, or I'll have to remember, I don't know. Whatever the case, she asked me some questions. She told me that all my blood work that I had last time, I had my appointment, my like official first appointment, the big long appointment, everything came back negative. She told me about this one test thing that we're able to take, but that's a lot of people, that it's totally up to us whether or not we take it, but there's like some kind of percent, there's a decent amount, or I don't know, there's a margin of error for like a false positive, and so a lot of people don't do it for that reason, and so that kind of makes me feel like we just probably won't do it. But I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. She was just kind of telling me how things were going. I talked to her about my pills because they're huge and I can't swallow them without gagging. I can't swallow them because I gag. And so she talked about later, like right now I'm good taking the chewable vitamins that I've been taking, or like the gummy vitamins. But she talked about later on prescribing me some other kind of prenatal, like a chewable thing or something, which I don't think the nutrition will taste good, but at least like I'll be able to get it down, I think. So that's probably fine. So we talked about that. And then well, at some point in there she mentioned that usually you can do like the Doppler thing over my belly or whatever, over my abdomen, and get the heartbeat around 12 weeks and like on. So like pretty much saying that I could do that at my future appointments. That was my sock snapping. But then she was, I don't know if she was just looking at me or if she was just wanted to try, but she like came over and was kind of like feeling my like, I don't know, abdomen, uterine area, and it felt kind of like hard. It felt like it was right there, and so she was like, I could try to do the Doppler, and I can't guarantee. Although I can't guarantee you hear the heartbeat, but if you would choose to do it and you don't hear the heartbeat, it doesn't mean that there isn't one. It just might be too early. And I was like, oh yeah, I understand. And so I pretty much told her that I'd love to at least try. And we did end up, long story short, did end up hearing the heartbeat, which is great. And it was like 171 or something, which is high, but she said it goes down further along in the pregnancy. I think I told you the last time it was like 148, 149 or something, and I was like 171. But that's exciting. We got to hear the heartbeat, and everything's going well, and it's exciting. I didn't get an ultrasound, but that's alright. I'm feeling a little better because I'm eating a little better. And, oh, they actually, speaking of which, they said that I lost some weight. I don't think I lost very much at all, but she didn't say how much. But according to what I've been what I remember and what I weighed myself, or what I saw and stuff today, I don't think it was very much. Maybe like less than a pound? I don't know, maybe it was more than that, but whatever the case, I apparently lost weight, which eating healthier, I think will do that, and I kind of want to lose weight. I have a little bit of chub. I don't mind gaining weight, baby fat weight, like baby weight, like from the baby, and things related to the baby, but I don't want to like eat so much that I actually gain some fat too. I don't need that. So I was kind of happy to hear that I lost weight, and she just told me that it was normal to lose weight, a little bit of weight in the beginning of pregnancy, so they're not worried either. So anyway, I've probably gone on too long. I don't think I'm going to show you the bump. There's not really a bump. So I will see you hopefully, well, this will go up Friday, but I will hopefully see you before next Friday. I don't think I have any specific videos that I want up, or that I'm planning on putting up before then, but I might put a vlog, or if you want to comment below on other pregnancy related videos that I might be able to do, or just other videos in general that you would want to see me do, I'd love to hear that. And if I like your idea, then maybe I'll give you a shout out and say that you were the one that came up with the idea. Anyway, I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.